Oh, look at this. Oh, it's recording. How exciting.
Yeah. Hey.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
All right. Look at us. We're live.
Oh, no, actually, I can actually hear something. It's amazing. It's amazing. What can I hear?
It's amazing when you close out all the programs in your computer, how that works.
Yeah. It's got to be a bandwidth thing, I think.
These things have. Ooh, there's a scary picture. Anyway, so now we're doing No Snobs or Knobs on the beautiful May 28th. Yeah, sure. Why not? Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
You got a studio audience. What do you got? What are we doing?
We've got our we had to send it back out again, obviously. While I undressed and got redressed again for the show. So, but I think we'll just invite them in and I think they're ready to rock and roll this week. Let's see.
All right, here we go. The Backdoor Connoisseur. Oh my God. Always ready to explore alternative routes. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, welcome to the Backdoor Connoisseurs.
They're in. They had to come in through the back. They had to come in through the back door, it would seem, because they had a little bit of a few technical problems this end.
Sure.
Not that anybody cares, but
I care. So all right. So the Backdoor Connoisseurs, welcome to the show. Who else? What else we got going?
We got this for you.
All right. On this week's show, we have Uncover the Facts, Rant of the Week, Call Me Elon, What a Day, Lost Words, Knobby News, Sex Horoscopes, Conspiracy Theories, Could You Live Here, and the AI Slut of the Week. Okay, how exciting.
Okay, let's go to Uncover those facts.
All right, let's uncover something. And here, what happens to a goldfish kept in the dark? Turns white, turns black, turns green. Interesting. Huh. I would think.
Well, yeah, that guy's already got an interesting.
I would think it turns white.
You would think it turns white.
So why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah. Well, we'll put that in the evidence bag because there might be a smelly answer to the end of the show. Who knows? I've no idea. I can't remember myself what it was. But it's turning white. Okay.
All right. Not that we have anything against the black or the green people. Rant of the week. Yes, I have a rant. Donald Trump is about to raise $3 billion so he can buy more crypto.
Yeah. Okay.
His companies. That's like.
Does anybody care?
From a legal standpoint, from an ethical standpoint, and from all Logan, from all that. No, I'm not talking to him. Yeah, forget that for him. I'm talking just in general. Yes, you should care because this is basically, in my opinion, manipulation of the markets. And now, you can run it up, but you're running up air. And it's sort of like, if when he's out of office or when he dies or whatever it might be, then what happens? It just crashes. So, it's sort of like it's like a Ponzi scheme. But hey,
well, I think what he's doing basically, he's trying to collect as much cryptos as he possibly can, and then he's going to give them to all the Venezuelans and the Haitians and the Cubans. Yeah. They came here.
We already talked about this. We already talked about this crypto being a great way to bribe the president. So we already talked about that. Bloomberg had a whole article on that. Anyway,
the funny thing about that, because that was the thing that made me chuckle more than anything else, is like he had to give that lavish gala to everybody that was involved in the crypto thing as a sort of a thank you to get him to be.
The top 10, the top 10 and the number one.
But there was also a considerable number of people that also went to the gala who also lost shitloads of money. So there you go. Maybe they went to. Maybe they just.
It's ridiculous. I saw this interview with a farmer yesterday, and the farmer was saying they voted for Trump but because Trump's going after illegal aliens, that they have to close their farm because now they don't have anybody to work their farm. And they said, we basically voted for our own demise. No kidding, you stupid idiots. Really? What did you think? He was going to spare you? You get what you get. All right, let's go on to more fun things.
The good thing about farmers is they can all become gong farmers. And if you don't know what it is, go back and check the shows, guys.
There you go. All right. What do we have? Next thing. All right. Rant of the week. 600-page user manuals. Why do modern appliances need novels to explain how to use them? I just want to toast bread and not decipher ancient ruins. And this is from Fanny Tickler from Rough and Ready, California, USA. Fanny Tickler. Well, Fanny, I don't know what to tell you. I guess you don't know how to read because your generation's too stupid to read. So there you go.
She's having a hard life in Rough and Ready. But
if you lived in Rough and Ready, that's where you would be. You'd be Rough and Ready.
Okay, here we go. Call me Elon. We always tell people what it's about before we get into our Elon section because everybody should have an Elon section. There'll be one in every supermarket in the US soon, I'm sure, if there isn't already one. But basically, Mr. Musk is trying to outmaneuver the 2IF entertainment channel by getting as many patents as he possibly can. So we're on this crusade in order to get some good stuff so that he can't get it. And this is the one we were looking at getting this week.
Historical and patent number 3,874,080 from 1975, nose picking shield, a guard to block fingers from reaching your nostrils.
Yeah, I must have.
I think that's enough said.
That's what about you, lot? You like that one?
All right.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of motorboaters in here this week. That's my word of the week.
Okay, well, I'm the backdoor people. All right, very nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
So, yes, Mr. Musk, watch out. We're getting in there first on that one.
Oh, yeah, let me get that one. Today.
What a day.
Today on May 28th, what year?
May 28th?
May 28th, 1987.
87.
Teen lands plane. I remember this. The teen lands a plane in Red Square. 19-year-old West German non-Nazi pilot named Mantis Rust invaded Soviet airspace defenses and landed a private plane near Moscow's Red Square, exploiting gaps in the USSR's military security. He was later shot for being. I don't know. I don't even. Whatever happened to him?
Well, who knows? Maybe he's watching the show now. Mateus, if you're watching the show today and you're not in the gulag somewhere, send us a message and we'll have to do a follow-up story on you.
There you go. So I remember that story, the 1987 Red Square plane incident. I remember that. Yeah, that was a great. I remember that. That was awesome.
Do you remember that one? You're not supposed to say anything.
Well, you can't trust him. All right, that was cool. All right, so there you go. That's what happened this year this day in 1987. All right, what do you got? What's next?
Lost words. Lost words. As you know, we're still scraping the internet to find words that may or may not be applicable to American presidential candidates, or just politicians in general. Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Monty Bank.
Monty Bank.
Yeah.
Monty Bank. I see. To me, I would think it deals with a bank or a Monty. Maybe it's the Monty's doing what your audience does. Never leave your brother behind. That's Brokeback Mountain. Monty Bank. I have no idea. What a Monty Bank is. I can't wait.
He's no idea. Let's build some tension then.
A charlatan who deceives others, especially in the context of selling false remedies. A Monty Bank. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of fits the bill, doesn't it? It's almost as if the show is, written to point people in the right direction. Let's put it that way.
Okay. All right, what else you got?
Hold on. He didn't know what it was, and he liked it. So don't get too enthusiastic about it. What about the audience? What about you lot? Yeah. Hey, they're already Monty banking this lot, I tell you.
I'm sure they are.
Okay, let's see where we're going off to next.
The Knobby news of the week. Here you go, kids.
Steven.
This is the news you didn't know you needed. Here we go. Oh my God. $65 in a cat. 65-pound-hour cat sitting job ad. Okay.
Yeah.
A London-based company has posted a unique job listing seeking a cat sitter for their office. Jerry. The role offers impressive pay, 60 to 100 pounds per hour, depending on experience. It's a cat. Responsibility includes feeding Jerry fresh milk,
wait for it.
Gently grooming. Okay, playing classical music every Friday. Monthly trips to the luxury department store to purchase a toy. That's fine. Jerry, a British short hair owned by somebody, CEO Victor somebody or other, with an integral part of the office environment, boosting staff morale and aiding in business negotiations. I'm sure the company has already received multiple of applications for this distinctive role. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Do you want me to put your CV forward for that one, or?
Sure. 100 pounds an hour. That's how many hours a week?
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good, that one.
Yeah, that one is. It's all right. I mean, like, yeah, okay, big deal. We have a thing called Rover in America. People sit through all the time for this kind of money. This is no big deal. All right. Well, All right. Food vendor avenges family members by killing 40 gang members with poison empanadas. Okay, here we go. In Haiti, a street vendor reportedly avenged the murder of her family by poisoning 40 gang members with insect-laced empanadas, claiming to thank them for protecting the neighborhood. She gave them pastries away for free. After the gang members died and she fled, her home was burned down, and she later turned herself into authorities. I love it. Okay. Sick kills gang members. Got it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about any woohoos. I'm not sure about the woohoos, but yeah, okay. Well, that wasn't too bad.
That was awesome. That was, oh my God, I was on the edge. I'm sorry, I was on the edge of my chair. All right, number 3.
There you go. This one's special for you, Stephen.
To wear. I'm gonna love this one. I can tell already. You need a permit to wear high heels in this city in California. In Carmel by the Sea, in 1963, an ordinance requires individuals to obtain free permit from the city to wear high heels over 2 inches tall with a base narrow square 1 inch. The law was enacted to mitigate the risk of tripping on the town's uneven sidewalks, which are often distributed tree roots, which are enforced. The permit serves as a legal safeguard, preventing individuals from suing the city while injuries. Many visitors obtain the permit as a quirky souvenir.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
I think it's all the lawyers here that are clapping for that one, because they got it. Okay, so that's the law. You fall over, break a leg. Who cares? Did you get your permit? No. Would you like to get your permit? Yeah, so you can fall over and break your leg, and that's free. That's how it is. Who cares?
As long as if you go there on a Sunday and you can't get a permit, then what happens?
Yeah, well, it won't be a quirky souvenir then, will it? It'll be you queuing up on Monday morning to sue the council, who are going to say, I'm sorry, because we passed a law in 1963 that if you go anus over apex, it's your own problem and not ours. So,
that's a fascinating story.
Yes.
All right, what do you got? Number 4. Can't wait to hear this one.
We can only give you what we have, Stephen. We can only give you
I actually read this in the Financial Times. Japanese airport hasn't lost a single piece of luggage in the last 30 years. Godzilla Airport in Osaka, Japan, has achieved a remarkable feat and hasn't lost a single piece of luggage since opening in 1994, handling 20 to 30 million passengers annually, processing 10 million bags in 2023 alone. The airport attributes its flawless record to meticulous multi-layer bag checks and a culture of precision and teamwork. Those little Japanese bastards. This is a dedication earned the airport best airport for baggage delivery 8 times. Ooh, how exciting. Despite the success, staff views their performance as routine, reflecting Japanese commitment to excellence in service. Yes, I read that story. I was very impressed that the Japanese airport has not lost luggage in 30 years.
Yeah. Customer service. I know you lot have never heard of it. I certainly haven't, but
that's very good. See, when you go to Japan, though, even when the bags come down the conveyor belt, they stop them and they place them nicely on the conveyor belt. They don't, like in America, they just slam into shit. And even in other countries, but Japan is very still old school, old world. And you know what? Kudos to Japan. The whole world should be like that. The other part,
there were 2 things. There was one thing which absolutely astonished me after the Soccer World Cup. I think it was in Qatar, wherever it was, and after the Japanese had played, all the supporters got plastic bags out and started clearing up all the garbage they had in that area. Absolutely unremarkable. Everybody did it. Nobody bitched. Nothing. And to follow on from that, there was also an article I was reading about that in Japanese schools that they actually, the school children actually clean the classrooms and the toilets as part of the daily routine. Yeah,
that's what they should do. Little brats, got to do something anyway. But kudos to Japan. Their culture is still 10,000 years ago, and I love it. And I hope they always stays like that.
Yeah.
All right. What's number 5?
Number 5.
Bus driver stomach curling warning. But what now? Bus driver stomach churning warning about dirtiest hotspots on a London bus. Do I care? London buses carry 1 million of people, and one former bus driver says there are certain areas he wouldn't make to avoid the bus driver's seat. A bus driver revealed the surprising dirty areas of a bus passengers overlook. According to him, one of the worst spots in the narrow ledge ridge beneath the windows, which tend to gather dust. Who cares? This area is rarely. I don't care. Good. Buses are dirty. We know that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm from New York City. Buses are dirty. We got it. Buses are dirty. Yeah, you can boo all you want. Nobody cares. Next. I caught that.
They work hard, this lot here. I'll tell you to get.
I can see that. I see that.
And all we get from you is apathy.
We didn't get that. All right, number 6. Death Care coach shares a striking observation.
That's on our
observation. It's easy for me to say. Death care coach shares a striking observation. Katie Duncan from the U.S. and Maryland describes herself as a death care coach.
Put that on your CV, on your business card.
As a death practitioner, or as a nurse practitioner, she's observed many patients near death exhibiting common moments reaching upwards as it's trying to grasp something unseen. The gesture coincides with end-of-life visions when individuals close to love. That's true. We have not fully understood. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Death nurse. Okay. Got
death nurse. Yeah. A death care coach. So
death nurse. Yeah. That's what my mom was in when she was dying. She did the same thing. And the Jamaican nurse that we had said, "This is what's going to happen over the next 3 weeks," and she was spot on.
Yeah. So, well, there you go. That's the end of the news, I'm afraid.
Thank God. That's awesome. Well, we already know that the winning story this week is the Japanese airport hasn't lost a single piece of baggage in the last 30 years. Kudos to the guys in Osaka and Godzilla. So that is definitely the news or the story of the week.
Yeah, and regular viewers of the show will know that it's we try to be as entertaining as possible with the knobby newness. But we can only publish what there is, and sometimes the world's absolutely crazy, and other times they're just obsessed as to how quickly you get your suitcase at a Japanese airport. But
can I tell you, that would have won no matter what. So
okay, all right. Well, let's see what happens.
That's a nice, good, feel-good story. I like it.
No, we don't want to be doing feel-good. We don't do feel-good stories on Knobby News, Stephen. That's not how it works. Right.
No, we have six horoscopes.
Here's a feel-good story for you. Are you?
Let's see what we have.
Are you sitting comfortably?
I'm sitting somewhere. So
then
here
we'll
we go.
Begin. Welcome to this week's edition of No Snobs and Knobs Sex Horoscope, where we spin the wheel of fortune to see how much nookie you're going to get this week.
All right, what do we got? Starting with Aries, 98%. Well, she's certainly come up.
Good. Yeah, that's going to be a
banger. She just got done having sex.
Yeah, she had a good week last week.
Taurus, 59%. Yeah, she looks like a 59%er. So,
yeah, well,
it looks like she just lays there. Tells you the
no ball for the week this week.
And there's no way the zebra chick here is getting 92%. I hate to tell you.
Well, there's two of them. She's sharing it with a friend. She's jamming.
Apparently. So she's got 47%. Oh, Cancer. Noxema girls, 95%. There's no way.
Yeah. Well, she's a happy bunny. That's for sure.
Yeah, she's happy about something. Leo, 99%. There's no way this chick in the sweater is going to get 99%.
Yeah, well, obviously her line is roaring for her this week.
Oh my God! Did you practice stuff? All right, what do we have next? Good. Virgo, 83%. There's no way. The chick with the eyes is not happening.
Yeah. She gets to you in the end. There we go. A little bit of a smirk.
Yeah. Likes it in the end. Anyway. What the hell is this? Libra, 53%. Where did you get this one from? Get rid of her.
Well, we lost a few after the remarks that you were making last week. So
get rid of her. And we have, Simply Irresistible Scorpio at 94%.
Yeah, she's got a sting in her tail, I'm sure.
I'm sure she's got a sting somewhere, or you get a shot for that. And we have Sagittarius at 48%. Yeah, I can see that. This chick's not getting laid anytime soon.
Yeah, well, she's in the office. She hasn't got time to get laid.
Okay, just got somebody working. All right, who's next? We've got the Capricorn at 43%. This is your yummy mummy. I have no idea.
Yeah, but she's out at all the soccer games all week, so you ain't got time for it. That's the gig here, I think.
All right. She doesn't work in the office, though, right? And we have the Aquarius at 32%. This chick doesn't. We have two of them for Aquarius at 32%.
Oh, I don't know what happened there.
But, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Should have been the Japanese.
And we finally have nobody. Oh, there it is. Pisces at 17%. A hot Asian chick. Yeah. Well, I guess she gets more than 17%. Just saying. And there you go, kids. That's your six horoscopes for the week. If you think we're wrong, we don't care. So there you go.
Yeah. Well, let's. We normally are, but we had a lot of we had a lot of complaints, mostly from your remarks. So several of the girls left, and so
that's right. They can leave.
So we just have to make do with what we can get. So conspiracy theory.
Yeah, conspiracy theories. Why our little sluts leave every week. Anyway, what's our conspiracy theory this week? The Mona Lisa of the world conspiracy theory is that the Mona Lisa is actually a disfigured self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci. That's been around. It's not disfigured. That's been a hypothesis now for hundreds of years that is Leonardo da Vinci painting himself as a woman.
Right. So we're not introducing anything new to the world then.
Sorry, no, that's been around for a long time.
Oh.
There's been books written on it. There's been shows on it. There's a whole bunch of stuff that it's dissected the painting. If you look at it this way, and its features and the it's a whole thing.
Okay, so that wasn't so that's a bit of a letdown then. For all the people that was, people were on the edge of their seats waiting for, to find out what this week's easy for you to say theory.
I know.
And then I just get that from you. So
well, I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm on the edge of my seat. It's a conspiracy. It's the Mona Lisa. Oh my God. Who cares? Anyway, I've seen the Mona Lisa.
Let's move.
And it's very nice.
And let's get out of here, PDQ.
Yeah, I would. Could you live your unusual places? This will be good.
Where would you like to live this week, Stephen?
Anywhere but here. Let's see what we have. This week we live in Toadsuck, Arkansas. Possibly derived from the sucking on a bottle of whiskey. Let's find out where Toadsuck, Arkansas. There it is, Toadsuck, Arkansas, ladies and gentlemen. Toadsuck, Arkansas has nothing. Toadsuck, Arkansas is an unincorporated community in Perry County, Arkansas, United States. It is located between Rawwell School, really, and then Highway 90 or 60, behalf of AMM Road, blah, blah, blah. It's the origin of the name is still disputed. So nobody knows how the name came about.
Yeah, but we do. We know what it is.
We think we do, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yes, we get a little bit more activity here than by the conspiracy theory. They've all gone to sleep. But who found that one? Yeah. Oh, he's such a groveler.
Okay. Could you imagine them saying you live in Toadsuck? I guess that's cool if your girl likes the Toadsuck. Anyway, this is what it is. Very nice. All right. Well, welcome to the show, Toadsuck.
In Perry County.
That's the first time Toadsuck ever got mentioned on a program anywhere. So there you go. Toadsuck, Arkansas, in Perry County.
Yeah, well, if you live in Toadsuck, I mean, if you might.
No, it's not. I don't think anybody lives there. There's no population.
Nobody lives there. Right.
Nobody lives in Toadsuck.
Okay. So, so it's a place where you could live, but nobody lives there. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Nobody lives in Toadsuck. There's no census report on Toadsuck.
Okay. Well, that's interesting. So we could all go and live there.
All right. And the answer is, if you leave a goldfish in the dark, what color does it turn? White, black, or green? I said white, so it's probably green. And the answer is white. I was right, as usual.
Yeah. So we'll just
that's that photosynthesis going on.
Muted applause for you, Stephen.
Well, when you're perfect, it's, people are jealous. I understand. So there you have it.
Well, we're sliding into the end of this week's show.
Well, look at you, little puns there. The Backdoor Connoisseurs. We'd like to thank you for being here. I guess.
I'd like to thank you all for coming in, guys, and the bonbons will be ready soon. Yeah, we got our special chef in this week. It's going to give you something hot on the kitchen table.
There you go.
There you go. So that's the Backdoor Connoisseurs. They were with us all this week, and I think we are.
AI Baby of the Week. So here we go, kids. Thank you for watching or listening, depending on how you get our show. And if you're watching or listening, don't you have something better to do for 30 minutes? Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your week. Don't forget to subscribe and like and tell your friends. And don't forget to watch our other shows that we have on here that actually teach you something. And if you like the show and you have an idea, please send it to us and we'll be more than happy to use it and not even give you credit for it, because that's the kind of people we are. Anyway, have a wonderful week. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And now here she is, your AI slut of the week.